Well, that works really well.
Why are you in my shot? Do you want to explain yourself?
Sure.
Why are you here?
I'm his better half.
Okay, that was cute.
I am younger. Bill is older. We went on a trip to California together. Here's what really happened.
Fritz the Jovial, welcome. I'm packing today because we're gonna go on a trip. It is way early. It's 5:30. Made it to the airport, which is great.
We wave goodbye to our city from the airplane window. During the long flight, you can stare out the window to see all the remarkable oddities the world has to offer. We'd soon be seeing more. The San Francisco air is unmistakable. We waited with expectation to deboard the plane and see what is in store for us. We had a little time left on our first day, so we decided to set out for a walk and see some sights before we decided where to have dinner. We watched from the restaurant window as the sky turned shades of pastels. The next morning, we woke up in each other's arms. I stirred to see what was out the window, only to find the city was already awake. We found a diner around the corner from where we were staying and had a nice quick meal before hitting the streets. The city's hills tried to stop us to no avail. Whether by Uber, public transit, or on foot, we would see what we wanted to. We followed the recommendations of some of our friends and ended up with this wonderful meal.
Hello.
Hi.
Bill summoned an Uber to take us back to our domicile. We would need a good night's sleep. Tomorrow will be a big day. To our surprise, we woke up to a run in front of our hotel. We picked up our rental car and hit the road to see some sights that were further away. A classic American breakfast would hit the spot. The Golden Gate Bridge might seem to be a cliché tourist attraction, but it is quite impressive, especially from such heights. I squared up my shot and prepared to get Bill in the frame. The wind blew my camera in every direction. The crowds were a bit overwhelming, but they would soon subside. Bill patiently waited as I pointed my camera across the vista. Sometimes Bill would compromise, and other times the compromise was mine.
But where are we going now? Sausalito? Mm-hmm. How do you spell Sausalito? Sausalito Taco Shop? Oh my god. Go.
We're not having tacos.
We drove to a new location, and Bill led the way. The wind was oppressive. I tried to steady my camera. We grew tired of the bone-chilling cold and decided it was time to eat.
Here we go.
We were only in the city for a limited amount of time, and then we hit the road. The further away from the city we got, the more the geography changed. First hills, then mountains, then gigantic cliffs of granite. Before too long, we would enter the Valley of Yosemite.
Stop it too. Oh, waterfall!
Yeah, that's the famous one, actually. Oh, God.
I gotta pull over.
Are you gonna take some pictures?
Yeah, this is crazy. Look at where we are.
I see where we are.
Driving into the Yellowstone Valley floor was one of the most startling and beautiful experiences of my life. The magnitude of such seemingly untouched nature left me dumbfounded.
How about that?
We have to find a place to park so we can check in. I guess just go straight up to the hotel.
You've arrived at your destination.
This is it?
It was Bill's first time in Yosemite Park, and I wanted him to stay in comfort. So we lodged at the Ahwahnee Hotel, located in the center of the valley floor. Because of the high demand, rooms are reserved well in advance. Even though we booked almost a year previous, the only room available was on the top floor with a terrace view. It's also possible the man behind the counter was smitten with Bill because the room featured an unobstructed view of Half Dome cliff face. There are few cliff faces more famous or infamous. The building structure is quite impressive in its own right, due to its sheer size. The size of the centrally located fireplaces is as big as most people's living rooms. It is ornately decorated in arts and crafts, Art Deco, and Native American styles. The hotel features 2 bars, one with outdoor seating, which Bill and I made ourselves frequent guests of. Other frequent guests were the fearless native wildlife.
Hello.
I admit, I was easily lured away by the cute, furry creatures. Ultimately, I was hypnotized by the amazing environment. But it wouldn't be too long before I made my way back, and Bill was always happy to see me.
Where were you? Here.
There were other times we went out together, me with my camera, and Bill, who would find some quiet place to reach an almost meditative state. After a long day of hiking, we would find our way to the main hall to have dinner before making our way up to our bedroom for the evening. Some nights I'd stay up late to get long exposures of the beautiful rock face against the stars. It was time to put away my camera for the evening. It was getting late, and tomorrow we would have a big day. It's hard to put into words what 2 opposing walls made of sheer granite, 2,500 feet tall, feels like. We only got here a few days previous, and it was already time to go to our next destination.
Oh, it's so big.
It's crazy big. Wow. That is so intense. Isn't this bizarro world here? Like, look at this. So strange.
And you're right about the
Siri, what's the weather outside?
It's currently clear at 78 degrees in Sanger. Temperatures are heading down from 80 degrees to 66 tonight.
But it's pretty in a way.
Oh, yeah. It's looking like redwoods.
Redwoods, yeah.
There they are. There they are. That tree is huge.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's right.
These are big.
Right. I'm gonna stop for a minute. Perfect.
Holy shit.
Can I safely get out?
Yeah.
Our California trip is moving fast, and time is flying by. We've already been to San Francisco and seen so many great things and ate great food. Then we jaunted off in a rental car, across the countryside into the mountains to visit Yosemite National Park, where El Capitan and Half Dome reside. Our journey continues on as we traverse the big state. We will take our rental car from one remote area of the Pacific mountain crest down and then back over to another part of the mountains. As we are driving into the mountains, climbing in altitude, my husband and I stop to take candid photos. We are ready for more adventures and beautiful oddities the world has to offer us. We finally arrive at Sequoia National Forest, home to the biggest trees in the world.
Village. Kachi.
Turn left onto Wuxaji Way. You've arrived at your destination.
Please do not unload your luggage. Should I go in and check in?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
First thing you should know about the trees in this forest is that it's almost incomprehensible to describe or even visualize how big these trees are. Their complete image can't be captured by any of the lenses on any of my cameras. The cameras tend to do a disservice to just how big they are. It almost feels like you're in a wonderland where you've been shrunk down and miniaturized, and then you're floating at high altitude through these wondrous forests full of giants reaching towards the sky.
Yep, perfect. We're not the first car that's done this, I can guarantee. Perfect.
This place is a cathedral built by the gods, and Bill and I loved every minute being there.
Say hi, Bill.
Oh, hi. Don't need coffee.
Wait. We have to get one of these trees in the scene here because they're just so.
Well, look at this one. Just pan up that.
Oh my god, this is so crazy.
Okay.
Let's walk.
I did a video of this. I started here and I just went.
Let's go over to this burned one. Oh my god.
Yeah. That's a big fucking tree.
It's a spiritual experience being around such magnificent living beings. They're over 3,000 years old. Can you imagine the stories they have to tell? But this park has a lot more than just really massive, beautiful, elegant trees to offer. There's also sights of all sorts, natural wonders of the world. The wildlife can be dangerous in these parts. It's good to keep your distance. This is as close as I was willing to get, and they weren't that interested in me either. This portion of our trip was coming to an end, but where one door closes, another opens. We were on a tight schedule, and we were looking forward to meeting up with friends, eating, and drinking amazing wine. He is older, and I am younger, yet we have so much in common and so much to share with each other. I'm Fritz. Bill and I are lovers, lost in a wonderland. We came from the East Coast to explore the various regions of California and all its natural wonders. We started in San Francisco, seeing all the sights and eating wonderful food and drinking wine. Then we took our car to one of the most iconic geologic sites in the world, Yosemite National Park. Then we found ourselves in a fantasy land full of giants, natural living towers, hundreds of feet tall and thousands of years old. Now we have met up with some friends in Napa, conducting business with some of the best wine producers in the world. We must sample all their wines and eat all the decadent food. We left Sequoia National Forest early in the morning, drove through the day, and got to Napa in the afternoon. Our schedule is important because while we're traveling for leisure, our friends are here on business, and they have to meet with wine producers on a rigorous schedule throughout the next few days. We will be tagging along just for fun. We landed safely in Napa and met with our friends. Then we went to this very cool California-esque bistro / wine shop / food store to have a glass of wine and a quick bite. Then it is back to business. Our first wine tasting is on the schedule and we're running late. We show up to this cute house where the producers show their wines. The host brings us in and immediately sits us down. The wines are uncorked and ready to pour. For some of us at the table, this is mere fun, but some others are working. The host shows us their backyard, which is beatific, and features a Sequoia Angel Circle.
So this is Old Zinfandel and Old Cabernet. That's all she has at this vineyard, is Zin and Cabernet.
Then it is time to move on to our next wine tasting. We have a 15-minute break in between. Literally.
It is quarter after.
Throughout this whole tour, we are given special treatment, and we get to taste and see everything.
You see your reflection in the picture?
I see my reflection.
Smile, Fritz.
Here's the 16.
Okay. Oh, and I'm helping do it. And look, one sister, the...
It's now late in the day, and we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves. It's time to eat. We have a wonderful meal and a fantastic selection of wines, but now it's time to sleep. Bill and I are tired, and of course, we have a big day tomorrow. Our morning starts bright and early. Surprisingly, the best breakfast to be had around these parts is at the local golf club. Bill and I scarf down some breakfast and review our schedule for the day with our friends. It's quite tight, and we're going to be busy. We're already going to our second wine tasting of the day, and it isn't even lunchtime yet.
This is our 2017 Sauvignon Blanc.
I don't think we're in a place to have favorites, and I surely shouldn't be advocating for one, but Bill and I are in agreement. We really enjoyed their wines.
That's right. Yeah, we go to the left. We set them safe.
This is-
Yeah.
And so, and I can.
Is this a left or right progression on this list?
People to taste these wines.
Okay. We were discussing that yesterday about left or right.
Don't get me wrong, Napa wine tastings can be fun, but if you're doing multiple events before lunch, it can kind of zap your energy for the rest of the day. Thank God it was time to get some tacos, and our friends knew just the place. Our friends built up expectations about this place, so I was hoping to be impressed. And I was. Oh my God. Okay, lunch was good, but it's time to go back to work. Estate in the wine industry means that they grow their grapes on the same property that they process the grapes. So this one is going to be special. The head winemaker gave us a tour of all their tooling and facilities and storage vessels. Then, as a special treat, we got to sample some of the wine in the aging casks. At this point, Bill and I are quite tired. It's time to go home, get cleaned up, and we're going to go out to eat. Tonight is a special night. So what I haven't told you is that this entire trip was predicated on the fact that my birthday is in 2 days. And tonight we're celebrating. Dinner was over the top. Various bacons dripping in fat. Beautiful filet. This fantastic bottle of red. Oh my God. You've heard it before. Tomorrow's gonna be a big day. But it's bittersweet because we're going home. One last golf club breakfast. One last wine tasting. One last sensational restaurant meal. One last California car ride. Bill and I wait for our plane in the lounge. We're so happy the trip was successful, but tired, and a little sad that it's over.
I'm sure you do. You happy? Not being in a video. No thanks. Oh, I'm not.
so tired. I slept on the plane, and when we took off, it was 9 o'clock at night. When we landed, it was 6 o'clock in the morning. So we were only up in the air for 4.5 hours, 5 hours, which means somewhere in there I lost a bunch of hours.